And now I'm pretty sure the mic is on. Fantastic! Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Sawadee, namaste, ni hao, welcome to Rewind Wrap Up, round 2. Yes, we had a Rewind Wrap Up just now. If you missed that stream, don't worry. We'll cover everything we did just now one more time just for you. I'm Saint Pinky, the chief of Project SEAPonyCon, and it is delightful to have you here. So, what just happened today? Was this on live stream? Yesterday we reopened the Medium, our Minecraft server, and we have got a bunch of people in there right now having the time of their life, having a party. Well, I hope you're having the time of your life, having a party, and recalling the memories of our May convention that was called Quantum SEAPonyCon. Today, I'm going to take you through what we've learned, and I'm also going to take you through what we're going to be doing. Here we go. I just realized when I turned the slides on, the mic turned off. Damn it. Well, ain't a SEAPonyCon until the mic gets muted. I just turned it off because I don't want to disturb the panels in the daytime, and now I'm facing the wrath of my own decision. Sorry about that. But how do we do this year? Okay, let's just cut straight to the chase. How do we do this year? A marked improvement in performance. We've done a lot of improvements to the medium over the last 4 months. We've been improving by changing bad code for better code. We have replaced some of the faulty parts of the medium. I bet my Discord's buzzing right now, but I can't see you guys. So those of you who are trying to warn me, I know you guys are gonna warn me. Yeah. Again, I can't thank you all enough for that. It's really heartwarming. And I know I've got a lot of lessons to learn. So today we want to announce that the medium is here to stay. Now we know we said this back in May, and it disappeared a week later. But because of how things were today and how it stayed up, we're here to stay. And this time we really mean it. The RAM usage has become so much more efficient in the medium. Now, despite only having 25 simultaneous attendees, the performance that we logged for the 25 we had this time round was far from half as bad as it was during the May convention. That means it handled 25 people so much more efficiently than how we experienced it on the last round. Therefore, we are confident that we can host many more, and we're no longer going to be bound by the 55 player limit. If you want to help us push this, we're going to have another session after this, and we're also going to be going all the way until at least 7 a.m. because at 6 a.m. Malaysian time, we'll be having the Ponies at Dawn Eclipse launch party streamed straight into the medium. So do join us for that, and bring your friends, bring everybody. I know 6 a.m. Malaysian time's a bit cuckoo to be up. Having a rave in the morning is also a bit weird, but hey, some of us are under PKP or lockdown or general community quarantine and stuff, so not out of the question, right? You know, have fun. There was only one crash today. One server crash, and this was due to human error. It was due to a faulty command. the server did not crash at all under the load of the participants alone. We held the server up and it stayed on throughout the entire con except for that one time. And, we want to apologize for that, but in a way, we're also grateful that it happened because of someone's a bad command that was fired in the console, and it wasn't actually part of the, what do you call it? It wasn't actually a overload or something like that that caused the server to go down. Now, here's our first point. Fixes were made on the fly. That means the dev team from all over the world, most of them in Europe, they were working around the clock to be able to, wake up at ungodly hours in the morning. We've got people from the dev team in the UK and France as well. And we want to thank them for all the help they did. And also to thank you who are watching this, who helped report your issues that you face, your connectivity issues, your login issues, and anything with your client that went wrong. GitHub had issues earlier today that affected our installer, but we managed to, get people to move on to our Technic platform installer, which worked great from what we heard. If you had problems with Technic, please do let us know as well. I would like to check Discord to make sure that I am... No, that's not a Discord message. Now, we had a lot of requests to attend to throughout the day, and there were some semantic problems, there were some breakdowns in communication with people, but ultimately, we apologize if any of us in the core team, the SEAPonyCon team, the developers, if any of us sounded rude or impatient. I know that some of us said some things that sounded quite hurtful. We were also frustrated ourselves, and we wanted this to be the best experience for everybody. So in the light of that, we meant no offense to anybody for what we said or what we may have said that may have upset some feelings. And if we did upset your feelings, we're sorry about that. On behalf of the entire Project SEAPonyCon team, we apologize. But the medium has passed the test. That's why the medium is here to stay. I think you saw that on a slide just now. The medium is here to stay, and this time we mean it. The medium is going to be around. We said that back in May, we know. But this time, because we realized that it's able to stand up so well, and we've built a server that can hold on to so many people, well, 25 people, but handle them pretty well, we realized that we've built something that works, and we're going to continue to keep it working. So first of all, more events will be coming to the medium. Now stay tuned to our Discord server, because and also our social media, our Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, and whatnot, because we'll be announcing our December event very soon as well. Remember, we promised an event every month until the end of the year. And earlier during Rewind Wrap-Up, we announced our November event. We'll also be announcing our December event. So the December event will be taking place in the medium, so stay tuned for that. Next, we all know this was last minute. The whole Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind was last minute. It was announced last week. There wasn't much hype and promotion, but to all of you who are here, thank you very much for coming. We really appreciate your attendance. Next is that our builders have also been working on building more things in the medium. So please feel free to check all the wonderful stuff they've built out, all the new buildings that weren't there before. Go and check them out, because the medium is here to stay. We're not shutting it down tonight. We're not shutting it down tomorrow. At least we don't plan to. We don't have any plans to shut it down in the week to come. So please enjoy the medium. Another reason for this is because, to reiterate last week's announcement, we will not be hosting a physical con until all 5 of our member countries, Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and Vietnam, all 5 countries are once again able to travel freely between each other. Not talking about green lanes and big restricted travel. See, we have certain arrangements right now. You can go to certain countries, but they'll make you stay 14 days under quarantine. They'll make you take a COVID swab test. Now, it's not worth traveling to another country for 14 days to be stuck in a house or a hotel just to attend a 2-day con. No, we can't have that. It's not fair. It's financially silly to do so as well. So we will not be holding a physical SEAPonyCon until all 5 of these countries can once again travel freely between each other. And to take note, Malaysia is under recovery movement control order, and that will last until the 31st of December. In fact, my state of Selangor is now under a conditional movement control order, and with the rise in cases, this might be extended, but ultimately, Metro Manila is under general community quarantine until September 2021. Therefore, I think it's quite safe to say don't expect a physical SEAPonyCon within the next year of today's announcements. Now, coming back to the why you should enjoy the medium, because we like to thank all the vendors who returned, but we know they put so much effort into making their vendor hall look amazing, but we've identified it as an FPS sink. It does cause problems with graphic rendering, and it does slow down the server. So therefore, this convention, Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind, will be the last time you see the current vendor hall, and also the dance floor where this is being streamed right now. This is the last time you're going to see that, because we are moving the vendor hall downstairs, and we will be implementing new rules for future vendors who will be with us in the medium as we do future events. There'll be new rules as to how they can set up their booth. We have limitations on images because we want this to be a server for everyone, and we got people who are sporting Nvidia 1070s who are complaining about frame rate drops in our current vendor hall, and for people like me who sport a RX 480, it's a bottleneck right there. So we're trying to make sure it is smoother for everyone, and therefore these changes will be coming to the server. Those of you who built your booth, take lots of pictures of them. Unfortunately, they don't work with replay mod, but you can take lots of pictures of them as a memory of Quantum SEAPonyCon. And of course, to those of you who did not return, if you're watching as a vendor who did not return for Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind, you can still go inside. We've closed your booth. You can open up the grill and take one last look inside before we tear it down. Now, of course, we can't keep the medium up 100% of the time. We've got to take into consideration SLAs with our service provider in case we need to move service provider, and also to do maintenance and preparation for upcoming events. But as of now, we aim to keep consistent uptime and only take the server down when we need to and when there's reconstruction or certain things happening. Therefore, we hope to keep the server up consistently and open for anyone to hop in at any time. I'm going to go through a few other things if you are new to SEAPonyCon. First of all, Project SEAPonyCon is Southeast Asia's premier brony convention. It is the most diverse pony convention in the whole continent of Asia. We've got attendees from over 26. I think we've exceeded that already in the last 3 years. And as of this year, we've exceeded that even further by going online. But we've had attendees from countries and cities all around the world attend. Even though we are a small convention based in Southeast Asia, we are also Asia, and we believe we're the world's only traveling convention where every year we take to a new city in a new country. There are 5 member countries in the Project SEAPonyCon cooperative, if you want to call it: Malaysia, Singapore, Thailand, Indonesia, and the Philippines. So far, we've been to Bangkok, Thailand, Singapore, and also Manila, the Philippines. So what you see on the screen right now is our project called the Trip Lab, and right now it's not of much use, let's be honest. A lot of us can't travel. But Trip Lab is a little flight search engine we came up with that will help you find affordable flights to anywhere really, not just to our convention destination. We built this to help people find, easy ways to get around, and also for anything to visit friends and family. And of course, right now, it's not going to work very well because airlines are still, literally no pun intended, up in the air. So, but you can use it anyway. Feel free to explore it. And if I'm not mistaken, the next slide is about our sticker pack on Telegram. Yes, we have a wonderful sticker pack on Telegram. Stickers.seaponycon.com will take you to the page that allows you to install this into Telegram from your desktop or from your mobile phone. We also have Series 2, and if I'm not mistaken, the link is stickers2.seaponycon.com. We'll need to check that, and we'll get back to you in the chat later in Lepak Lepak. Now, I'd like to talk about Project Saffron. What is Project Saffron? Project Saffron was an initiative launched by Project SEAPonyCon 2 years ago. This is a project that's under us, and it was an effort to reach out to the brony community of India. See, India is the second most populated country on Earth. There's over 1.3 billion, I think 1.5 billion as of now, people in that country. There are more English speakers in India than there are people in the United Kingdom. There are more people in India who have internet than the entire population of the United States of America. So why is it that until today we don't see a brony community that is significant and pronounced in India? See, we can say this about many countries around the world, but the world's most populated country of China has pony conventions. In fact, they had one in August. So what is with India? As an Asian, and as a half Indian myself, This is part of our efforts to try to bring out a community that may exist very sporadically in such a huge country with such a massive population. After we launched this, damn it, I think I should hang up the headphones. I'm not listening to anything anymore. After we launched this project in 2018, it has been very slow to bear fruit, but we have located bronies in pockets around India, in Assam, in Gujarat, and we hope to reach out to more. It is difficult to communicate sometimes because their communication habits are very different from ours. We love our Discord servers. They prefer to be on WhatsApp. And I know some Malaysians and Asians prefer WhatsApp, of course, but there are a lot of things that we take into consideration when it comes to this community, and we want to send them our love. So, this year, 2020, as India had to put up with, and Prime Minister Narendra Modi of India had to declare the world's biggest lockdown that is still in effect until today. And even our friends in Project Saffron have said that they don't know when they might see the end of this mega lockdown. And things are very mysterious over there. We want to send them a ray of hope. Therefore, today, well, it's already been announced, but I'm going to announce it again. We announce Quantum SEAPonyCon as our November event for the year. Technically, this is India's first Brony convention. Organized by Project SEAPonyCon, taking place 100% online in our Discord server, which is at discord.seaponycon.com. If you're not there, hop in now. So, what is Quantum SEAPonyCon? Some of you may have heard of something called Codename Mitrata or Project Mitrata before this, and that is actually what its real name is now. It's Quantum SEAPonyCon. The website is up and live at abiyan.seaponycon.com. Yes, we know it's a mouthful, it's a complicated word. So after Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind ends, which is today, we will be switching this website over to our top-level domain of seaponycon.com. So, Quantum SEAPonyCon, once again. What makes this con different from any other Discord con out there? See, Quantum SEAPonyCon exists because we didn't want to just bring the presentation part of cons online. We wanted to bring SEAPonyCon online. We wanted to bring the con that we know and love into an online space that includes our mingling and basically the things we all love about being able to be in the same place as one another. We know we can't bring it 100%, but when we figured out how to get Minecraft to bend to our whims and fancies, we actually pushed it to its limit. That's why it's so complicated to enter our server, all these mods and stuff. But we did it in the name of bringing a convention online in the best way we could. And we hope that today at Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind we managed to achieve this. Now coming over to Quantum SEAPonyCon, Quantum SEAPonyCon will be streamed into the medium if we can. Most likely we will do that, but it is not taking place exclusively in the medium. In fact, it's taking place on our Discord server. What makes Quantum SEAPonyCon unique from all the other Discord conventions out there? There are plenty of them. There's no shortage. We've got Ponyfest, we've got Mid-Air Pony Fair, we've got BabsCon that went online, TrotCon's coming online soon, and a few more cons all lined up that are going to be online. We've got Burning Mare, and the list goes on and on. What is the difference that Quantum SEAPonyCon brings to the table? The difference is in how we handle our activities and our vendors. So those of you who are interested in hosting an activity or vending, please take note. First of all, I'll talk about Harmony 6, which is our activity system. We don't like to call it panels because we don't want to strictly limit you to panels. You can host games, you can give seminars, workshops, train, anything you want. We want you to get creative with the stage. So the first thing is that the activity should be in English. India is a nation that unfortunately has a lot of language barriers. There are over 20 official languages in India. And because of that, it can be difficult to navigate this linguistic landscape. But we also encourage multilingual activities or bilingual activities. If you can do the activity in English and also give some commentary in perhaps Hindi, Gujarati, Tamil, Urdu, or any of the local Indian languages to reach a better audience and of course a wider audience who may not speak English as their first language, we want our Indian friends to feel welcome at Quantum SEAPonyCon. Now finally, we also have to adjust this convention so that it takes place at Indian Standard Time. Now Indian Standard Time is a bit of a weird time zone. It's 5 hours and 30 minutes ahead of UTC. Yes, that means when it's on the dot o'clock somewhere here in the world, there it's half past. You know, if it's 8 o'clock here, it's like 5:30 there, or something like that. So it can be really confusing with this time zone. But because we want to cater to the Indian brony community, we are going to adapt to this time zone. So this can be confusing, but it is a step we're willing to take. And we hope that our activity hosts will be willing to take it as well. And of course, even this panel right now, Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind, we're doing this at an ungodly hour. It is 3 a.m. It's almost 3 a.m. in Malaysia. It's almost 2 a.m. in Thailand and in Jakarta. But we're still doing it anyway. Anyway, this is streamed live and also recorded to YouTube, Facebook, and our Twitch account. If I'm not mistaken, it's on Twitter as well. I can't check that because my computer is like 10 kilometers away from me right now. It's a weird setup. Same thing I did for Quantum in May. But we'll move on to the next topic of Abhiyan SEAPonyCon, and that is vending with Friendship Pro. Now here, we have conditions for vendors this time around. We won't be charging to vend at Abhiyan SEAPonyCon, but first of all, you need to ensure that you accept payment via PayPal, and not just that, you must accept payment in Indian rupees. Now you can change this later with your PayPal account. You can exchange the currency to withdraw in your preferred currency. So you have to accept Indian rupees, and you are encouraged also for your wares, commissions, and whatever you want to sell, you should be able to set prices in Indian rupees as well. This means that we encourage you to set a round price for in rupees. Don't give a really arbitrary or a floating price that's in US dollars. We encourage you to set your fixed price in rupees and then later convert it to your native currency, because we want to also, again, make this easy to understand and also simple and welcoming to our Indian friends. But most importantly, you have to be able to fulfill your shipping. And this is something that has become of big concern lately, especially here in Southeast Asia. If you're delivering digital goods like commissions, you're fine. But if you're selling physical wares, please ensure that you are able to ship to India. Please ensure that packages can arrive in India. Now, India has had a slowdown with their mail service. So check with your courier if they are still able to deliver before selling. Excuse me. Or, on the other hand, if you're from countries like Malaysia, bear in mind that until 31st December this year at least, there is no foreign package shipping via Post Malaysia except to Singapore. Everything needs to be couriered, and that costs much more. So do factor this in. If you want to ship via courier, then please ensure to factor this in when selling your goods, so that nobody ends up with a fat bill that costs, we've all been there. Like things like on eBay where the shipping costs 10 times more than the actual product itself. We don't want to have that bill shock happen during Abhiyan SEAPonyCon. And, given the current situation of things, given how the world is right now, we want to take all precautions to make sure that things go smoothly. So once again, Abhiyan SEAPonyCon is on 28 to 29 November this year. And if you want to check out more, go to abhiyan.seaponycon.com. We'll post this in our Discord server announcements in just a moment. But more importantly, later this week, you'll be able to access the full website from just seaponycon.com. We're also looking for more help. We will be producing social media collateral over the next few weeks that you can share and blast out to get as much attention towards this convention as possible. Now, we're not doing this just to get SEAPonyCon out there. We're doing this to try to bring out the brony community of India. This is like our CSR in a way. We really want to, see the brony community that just may be hidden in the world's second most populated country. And of course, the last bit where you can help out, if you speak any local languages of India, please get in touch because we could use some translation help. Now, we know the word Abhiyan is Hindi, but India is home to so many languages. We need help with Tamil, we need help with Telugu, and of course, any other language that you may know and you're willing to help out with, please do come forward and let us know. Now, before we move on to the lepak session, which I think everyone wants to get into, or if you're too tired, we understand. Then again, I think most of us are just going to have our phone by our bed while we keep Discord on and just have a chat. We want to just talk about a couple of things, and I want to raise these things. I mentioned this earlier during the first round of Rewind wrap-up that we've got this narrative going around the Brony fandom today that people want to keep politics out of it. And I understand, politics is icky, it's terrible to deal with. But there is a fine line between politics and humanity, and being human, and and having access to the rights that you deserve and a comfortable life. Most of the people who ignore politics are those who have a comfortable life. And in Southeast Asia right now, there are some cries that I would like to draw your attention to. First of all, what's happening in Thailand? Massive protests are happening in parts of Thailand right now. The hashtag has gone to trending over the last few days. Now, I don't want to pretend this doesn't exist. Thailand was our first home. In 2017, we held Project SEAPonyCon at the Prince Viwat Hall in Bangkok, Thailand. Today, the people are taking to the streets to demand their rights. Whether you agree or not, that's up to you. But we'd like to draw your attention to this struggle of the Thai people, and that we here at SEAPonyCon, we're with you. Next, hang in there, Malaysia. Malaysia experienced a fall. Malaysia's government fell in February this year, which was a blow to our national politics. Things changed very rapidly. And shortly after that, we all were thrown into lockdown because COVID was starting to spread really, really widely. To all my Malaysian friends, hang in there. If you're reading the news, you'll notice that there is even more political developments over the last few days, with a chance that we might see another change of leadership before the end of the year. I'm not going to comment on whether or not I believe that is going to happen, but turbulence may be coming. Therefore, our hearts are with you. Project SEAPonyCon is with you. Hang in there. Currently, SEAPonyCon.com will show you the Rewind website. In a couple of days, it will become the Abhiyan SEAPonyCon website. If you want to find out more about us, we're at about.seaponycon.com, and we've come up with a intuitive way of getting to what you want. Prefix this year. I think I better check. That was a Discord notification, wasn't it? Nope, it was not. Prefix the URL with where you want to go, and it'll most likely take you there. Discord.seaponycon.com takes you to our Discord server. Twitter.seaponycon.com takes you to our Twitter account. Instagram.seaponycon.com. YouTube.seaponycon.com. Bilibili.seaponycon.com. And several more. Have fun with it. You never know what you'll find. And yep, as mentioned many, many times, we can't say enough to join our Discord server. That is our main hangout, our main place to gather. And as we call it, a place for friendship, because it's not just for one nation. Now, in classic SEAPonyCon fashion, we usually sing a closing song. But we're not going to do that this round because, first of all, OBS doesn't want to be friends with me. And second is that this wasn't a full-fledged SEAPonyCon. But either way, we like to close with the words and the lyrics of our closing song anyway. Is that there's so much that we share, that it's time we're aware it's a small world. And that world is a place for friendship that shouldn't be for just one nation. With that, my friends, thank you for watching. But don't go anywhere, we're not done yet. Because after this, we'll be having Lepak Lepak right in our Discord server with me and also the SEAPonyCon core team. Once again, thank you for joining us. It has been a pleasure to see you at Quantum SEAPonyCon Rewind, and we hope to see you next month at Abhiyan SEAPonyCon. I'll be ending the stream on YouTube right now because we're done there. Excuse me.